injectable grade, electronic grade. This is the energy consumptions, and as you can see, RO is the best. These are something to do with the thermodynamic analysis, various energy consumptions pattern, and analysis for minimum energy requirement is very small, where others are there very high. How we can reach to near thermodynamic, that is what is given. Exergy analysis for all students are very important. Until we understand, compare the exergy and energy part of it, we can do the best analysis and reduce the energy consumption. And this is just comparison of all these things, how exergy and this thing energy and actual energy consumptions are matching. This is something where we stand. Although we get plenty of rainfall in our country, but still because of, you can say, either with the management problems, we are not able to full. So 3/4 goes back to the sea. So we need to do, in addition to desalination, manage the things if we can do with better management on the water side, and that's what has been shown, how desalination is coming to augment our water requirement is shown in this. This is something to do whenever waste is there with different objectives, it has to be used. Desalination is a part of it. This is the different waste which can be reused from desalination technologies. This is something how, as on today, that management policy says we must think of rainwater, and finally desalination is the right way to go ahead. And these are something now which we are trying to do at Bombay IIT, sensor development, mapping, purification, desalination and education, where I am here now. And this is the this is a section that I am trying to teach in IIT now. And this is something to do with the accepting the desalination. There are so many factors based on which we can accept this technology for real application and implementation. This is in the last, I must say, a specific capital cost do change with the size and the type of technology that we use, but as on today it has been very well accepted. But still, what we can say in Indian context, technologies have been accepted at industrial level. However, it is being considered as an emergency measures only for water boards and municipalities. In Mumbai now we are going to have 400 MLD plant, and for which 1600 crores have been allocated. This is something, the fact that water is essential for life is well recognized. It is also customary to consider water as a non-cost cost benefit from God. As a matter of fact, this dichotomy is the basic reason for water scarcity and or for poor quality of water in most parts of the globe. Technology cannot substitute for God, but surely can help the right distribution, protection and conservation of resources. And probably that should be my last slide. Thank you very much.
I would request Professor S.K. Gupta to come up on stage and give the...
I am leaving these slides here. Anybody wants to use and talk to me can take the slides and content of this and can discuss me on those aspects. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think everything is there.
Now we move to next speaker. Our next speaker will be Dr. Hiten Mehta, Head R&D of Chloroalkali Business of Aditya Birla Chemicals. He'll be giving a CHEMCON invited speaker presentation. हटा दीजिए. Dr. Hetan Mehta holds Masters of Science in Organic Chemistry and PhD in Chemistry. He has 18 years of experience in chemical research. He has worked in the research departments of pharmaceutical, specialty chemicals, and bulk chemical industries. His expertise includes process development, intellectual properties, regulatory guidelines for various regions of API, specialty chemicals, personal care actives, aluminum chemistry, and application-focused product development. He has more than 20 patents and 20 plus research articles published in national and international journals. Dr. Mehta.
Thank you. Good morning, just in the last few minutes, otherwise it will become a good afternoon. So thank you very much, Professor, for giving me a good opportunity to talk to the team. Mainly very excited to see the engineers and would be more focusing on getting few solutions than giving some suggestions or just giving the direction how the industry is facing or moving towards. So before we start, I'll just give the small introduction about the institute for which I am working. So the Birla Group started functioning just in a month time after our independence, and we have celebrated 75 years of the independence last year. We also celebrated 75 years of the overall contribution to the growth of the country, and we are growing along with the country. So the overall group is now operating in 36 countries, is having 130 state-of-art manufacturing sites, and then altogether we are present in 36 countries where we have the employees which are 140,000 plus, and having national, so that is coming from us, fibers and textiles. So all those big Indian FMCG brands, especially in this fashion brands like Louis Philippe or Peter England or Park Avenue, Grasim and Centuries, those are all part of our businesses. Very lessly known is the chemicals, because initially we started to support our own fiber businesses, and now slowly we are taking up our businesses to the level where chemical, which used to be a tiny segment of overall businesses, is becoming more and more focused business. So if you see overall in our leadership, we are having a very good strength into the lot many business segments, and our overall focus story is now to promote the overall CSR activities and add to the people's life of the country, how we can create the business which is having more and more responsibility towards the people, community and society. And in these values, when we were discussing among our group that during COVID time we came across a good challenge to solve for our own teammates, for our own employees, that they used to feel reluctant to come to the sites. And for that, we wanted to create an environment and ecosystem where which they feel safe. And for that, we started developing a few products which were mainly for the internal consumption for the sanitization. And now we have created a brand out of it. Overall, the value system is again what we'll discuss as we move on. So this is overall about the business at a glance. Now the topic what I would like to touch base would be more about the biosurfactant, then how these can be produced, how those are coming naturally, what are green detergents, and then few food of thought, and then finally what is a conclusion just in the way, or what we can consider as a way forward in this particular line. So surfactant for chemical engineers is a very, very common term, not something very new. But then just if you see that these are the moieties which are having hydrophilic and hydrophobic ends, and helps for the missile formation, and in a way takes the dirt out from a particular surface. But as we just look at this, and as we see the overall development, we see that this was overused or in a way overexploited in terms of the utilization, mainly for the business purposes, than how it was really needed. And because of that, there is a lots of challenges now, water pollution, challenges in the aquatic life, and lot many other challenges which are being faced even by the ETPs. So, in this, what could be the solution? What should be the way forward? So, the biosurfactant could become a very interesting solution to this particular issue. So just as a chemist, as Professor has explained, I just see in this the simplicity, like how I would like to just phrase it. So, bio means it is something which is coming from the biologically derived material, could be bacteria, fungi, algae, it could be anything. Surface, again straight, and it is active, so doing some particular action so that it is helping us to gain some specific property. So, these are normally derived from the bacteria. There are few algae and few specific bio species